Welcome to another week of Christian's Man Channel. We're going to be learning how to be a man in a Christian world. This week we're going to cover how to change your own oil on your car and save some money. Okay, let's go over a few things you're going to need to be able to pick up. Gervis, take it away. Thank you very much. Okay, so of course you need to go to your local store or Walmart, AutoZone, wherever you want, and be able to pick up your motor oil. Of course, you're going to need your oil filter to go along with that. And then usually what's kind of handy, I like having some gloves. This gets a little messy, so you need your paper towels. And then you'll need your little wrench to be able to take off the old oil filter. Sometimes it's on there really tight. And then I like having some light around underneath there. It gets a little dark, and I don't like the dark. And you're going to need your funnel, because when you're putting oil back in the car, you're going to need, that'll keep things clean there. And when you're draining out of there, having a pan of some sort works great. And then finally, get you some jack stands, so when you're jacking up your car, it's all nice and stable and underneath there and stuff. And I like having those things around. So that ought to do it.
Because most of my cars carry a 10W30 weight. You can use a 10W40, which is a little thicker stuff. And so most of the cars I have. Recently, I've got this Honda Civic. And inside of that, it does not take 10W30. And when I put it in there for the first time, it did not like it. All sorts of warning lights came on my dashboard and everything. So I ended up having to drain it all out of my car, break out my owner's manual, and find out what kind of oil I need to put in there. So be sure to do that.
Hey, so can I change the oil now? No, not yet.
Step 2, jack up your car. And use jack stands, because you want to make sure something is nice and stable underneath that car. Yeah, because I tell you, if I get underneath there and that thing falls on me, I'm going to be one mad dude.
Next, you're going to want to grab your socket set and your oil drain pan, and you're going to place that underneath the car and be able to drain all the oil into it. The socket set, you'll be using some of the bigger ones, like a 13 or 14 on your metric set. And so you'll see which one's going to fit your car. Hey, so can I change the oil now? No, Gervis, you can't.
All right. So you'll find your oil pan is right next to your engine. It's kind of hard to see, and I have a light there. And it'll have a nice lug nut on there, about that size. And so you'll be able to tell. And then you'll be able to drain all your oil out of there. And when you're done, you can clean off your lug nut and put it back. Hey, I think you missed a spot underneath here. Girls, I got it, man. Okay, next thing you're wanting to do is find the oil filter. And then just unscrew that thing with your brute strength and then replace it with a brand new one.
Okay, go.
All right, so after you pulled out the old filter, put in the new one.
So now, can we put in the new oil in the car? Yes, we can. Yeah!
Go. All right, and then next you want to pop your hood and then find where your oil be poured into. Fill her up. You also want to get with your owner's manual and find out how many quarts of oil you need in your car. All right, here on the side of your container, it'll tell you how many liters and how many quarts that you have left. So we want to put in a little over 4 quarts, so we need to get it down to here.
Okay, go.
Find your oil stick, and then you notice it's kind of dirty, so you got to clean it off. Clean off all that gunky oil. There we go. And then you're going to put it back in there. Pull it back out. And then you want your shiny part in between. There's usually a level in there. Now I'll let you know that you got enough. We're doing great. Yay. Then you want to start the car. And this will kind of mix the oil through everything, and then we're going to measure it, make sure we got the right level. Then the last thing to remember is oil disposal. So have some sort of container that you can take your oil to a place to get it properly disposed of. AutoZone and O'Reilly's and a few other recycling places will take oil nowadays.
Go ahead.
All right, so that's how you change your oil in your car. You can now be a man and change your own oil. If you have any questions, call your local mechanic.
So in Luke 5, verse 34, it talks about that the old wineskins, that you don't pour new wine into old wineskins. And the Pharisees were, in context of all this, were asking Jesus. It says, hey, we're doing fast right now. John the Baptist's disciples are doing fast. Why aren't your disciples fasting? And basically Jesus answered, says, that was kind of the old way of doing things. I'm now here doing a new way of doing things. So in our lives, there's times where God's going to be doing a new thing. And so we need to be sensitive to that and be able to make that change. And so we need to look at attitudes, and some of the old attitudes we've had, we might have to change into some of the new attitudes that God has for us. So as men, we need to be checking out our attitudes, and we might have to change them every now and then.